Hello guys, how are you? I hope you are doing okay. Today I'm gonna try to retell some stories. Actually, I'm not a good storyteller anyway, but I'm gonna try for you, especially for you. The topics of the stories are divided into three categories. First, talking about mood, second, giving direction, and third, fable story. Let's go to the first story. Before I start to retell the story, let me explain some elements of retelling story. First, characters. The female character's name is Sarah, and the male character's name is unknown. The setting of this story is at work, and the plot of this story is about the man's curiosity about the secret of Sarah's chicken soup. Are you curious too to know about the secret? Let's continue to the story. This is a dialogue of two people, man and woman, who were talking about soup. When the man was at work, he saw Sarah eat soup every day at work. He was curious about it, so he asked Sarah why she were eating soup every day at work. Sarah said she loved to cook soup. She made the soup by herself. According to her, it was very easy to make. She made a lot on Monday and then brought it to work every day of the week. Then the man was curious about how to make the soup and what the secret recipe of her soup was. Sarah said, I like to cook very easy, so I bought meat that had already cut up, usually chicken, and then some rice, usually brown rice, and then I bought some vegetables. So, after she had bought the ingredients, she chopped them up and she put them all together in water until boiled and added some seasoning like salt and pepper, maybe some garlic, and depending on the type of the soup, either maybe some soy sauce and lemon juice. The man asked when Sarah put in the flavoring. Sarah said it may be after she put in the ingredient, but usually right about all at the same time. So she just put everything in at one time. Sarah explained that after she cooked soup, she ate some right then, and she also put it in containers for the week. But she let it sit in the containers out of on the counter for a while for it to cool about room temperature before she put in the refrigerator. Sarah heated the soup up in the microwave because it was the easiest. And then the man asked another question. So you make enough for 5 meals? Maybe sometimes if I think I will get tired of eating it during the week, then maybe I'll just make enough for 3 or 4 meals. But if it's some kind that I think is really delicious and I know I want to eat it every day, then I'll make a lot. Sarah said she can make more soup next time for the man. And this is the end of the dialogue. Hope you enjoy this story, guys. Let's go to the second story. The second story is about giving direction. And for the elements of this story, first, characters. The woman's name is Renee and the man's name is Anonymous. And for the setting of this story is not mentioned in the dialogue. And for the plot, Renee gives direction to the man who wants to go to the movie theater. Let's go to the story. The man asks Renee where the movie theater downtown near the hospital is. On Monday, he had asked Jennifer out on a date for the coming Saturday night. Renee said that the man had been seeing a lot of Jennifer lately. Then she asked him to write down the directions so he didn't get lost. Direction for movie theater. Renee said, drive down First Street going west, cross the river, and keep going straight until Pine Street. Then turn left and the movie theater is the second building on the right. It's next to the church. And then the direction for restaurant. Renee said, the Pink Flamingos serve excellent Spanish food. Starting from the movie theater, go south on Pine Street, cross 2nd Street, and drive to 3rd Street. See a parking lot on the left side of the street, then turn left on 3rd Street and drive east. The Pink Flamingo is the building just before the river on the left side. It's open weekdays from 10:30 in the morning to 11:30 at night, but it stays open until midnight on the weekends. And the third, florist. The men want to buy flowers to celebrate Jennifer's birthday. Renee said, the only florist I know is in front of the stadium on 2nd Street. Try that one, Renee said to the man. Great, thanks a lot, said the man. And the third story is the story about the dog and the sparrow by Brothers Grimm. The dog met the sparrow. A shepherd's dog ran away from his master in a very sad and sorrowful mood because his master took no care of him. Then he met a sparrow on the road. The sparrow said to him, why are you so sad, my friend? Because I'm very, very hungry. I have nothing to eat, said the dog. Then the sparrow invited him to go to the next town together. She would find him a plenty of food. As they passed by a butcher's shop, the sparrow said to the dog, stand there a little while till I pack you down a piece of meat. Then the sparrow perched upon the shelf and having first looked carefully about her to see if anyone was watching her, she pecked and scratched a stick that lay upon the edge of the shelf till at last down it fell. After the dog had eaten all up, the sparrow offered him to have some more to the next shop. When the dog had eaten this too, the sparrow said to him, well, my good friend, have you had enough now? I have had plenty of meat, he answered, but I should like to have a piece of bread to eat after it. Come with me then, said the sparrow, and you shall soon have that too. So she took him a baker's shop and pecked at churros that lay in the window, till they fell down, and as the dog still wished for more, she took him to another shop and pecked down some more for him. After this, the dog said he had had enough, so they continued to go out of town. But as the weather was warm, they had not gone far before the dog said, I'm very much tired. I should like to take a nap. Then the dog slept on the road while the sparrow perched upon the post. Suddenly, a carter with a cart drawn by 3 horses and loaded with 2 casks of wine came to the road. The sparrow saw the carter did not turn out the way. Stop, stop, Mr. Carter, or it shall be the worse for you, the sparrow shouted. But the carter, grumbling to himself, you make it the worse for me indeed. What can you do? Cracked his whip and drove his cart over the poor dog, so that the wheels crushed him to death. The sparrow got angry, then she made the wine run out and pecked 1 horse until dead. Mr. Carter tried to kill her but failed. Later, she killed all the horses. Mr. Carter met his wife at his house and told her what had happened. Both of them got angry and tried to kill the sparrow. They broke all their furniture, glasses, chairs, bench, the table, and at last the walls without touching the bird at all. In the end, however, they caught her and the wife said, shall I kill her at once? No, that is letting her off too easily. She shall die a much more cruel death. I will eat her, he answered. Then he ordered his wife to kill the sparrow by giving her the hatchet. Unfortunately, the wife missed her aim and hit her husband on the head instead, so that he fell down dead, and the sparrow flew quietly home to her nest. Okay guys, this is the end of the story. Hope you enjoy it. Have a nice day. Bye bye.